favorite season, fall, is almost here, so I wanted to make a cake. I haven't baked and decorated a cake in a few months. Excuse my voice, I do have a little cold, but this cake will be just for me. I'll be using 6-inch cake pans, and maybe if I have enough, I'll make like a little tiny cake and decorate that on the top and put like my sunny angels on top. But the base of the cake is going to be a salted caramel brown butter pumpkin spice cake. And then it's going to be brown butter cream cheese frosting. And on the outside, it will just be regular American buttercream that I'll have colored, just so I can better decorate. Since cream cheese frosting isn't that easy and it doesn't hold really well to decorate with. So I left out my cream cheeses and my butters out. So I'll show you ingredients and then we'll just get right into it. I'm gonna tie my hair, wash my hands, and then we'll get started. Another thing that I bought from TJ Maxx is this candle. It's a pumpkin spice candle. Oh, it smells so good and so sweet. I'll never ever light it. I never light candles because there's a risk of fire. So this recipe, it was having you make your own sea salt caramel, and it involved like so many different milks, oils, and butters. So I just went to Lunds & Byerly's. It's super cute. And the ingredients read really well. I don't know if you can see, but it has cane sugar, heavy cream, water, sea salt, pure vanilla, cream of tartar, and some mixed stuff. But all of the other sea salt caramels that I was looking at, they all had like corn syrup and all these unhealthy, unnatural sugars. So when I saw the ingredients on this one, I was like, yep, definitely getting it. Okay, so we'll get started. I first need to brown my butter. Basically, this will be over a medium-high heat. And I like to use salted butter just because you get more of that nutty aroma. And then once it starts bubbling and boiling, then you want to turn it to like medium and low heat. I have 6-inch pans, like what the heck? You can use 6, 7, or 8-inch pans, okay? But I have 3 of them, and I'm gonna maybe do a 3-tiered cake, and then I'll have a little tiny cake at the top. That's my goal. So this is my trick to cutting out perfect pans. So basically, I fold it in half, fold it in half again, and then I fold it in half again. I kind of find like the middle point of the pan here, so like maybe here, that's where I'll put my point. And then I'll just use my scissors to kind of make like a little snip, and then I'll just go in a circle. I don't know, I cut pretty straight. Look at this. This is like a perfect circle. Also make sure that your oven is the right temperature. Like the oven back at home in Wisconsin, it runs very hot, so I have to turn it like 10 degrees lower. So just play around with your oven. Like, that sounded kind of weird. Just, you know, make sure that it's the right temperature. It's not too hot or not too cold. So I like to measure everything by weight. So I have this nifty scale here. It just better measures it, I guess. Because, you know, when you pack too much flour, there's too much flour, then it gets too hard and it gets gross. So these are going to be our dry ingredients. So I like to put in a smaller bowl because then we slowly add it to our wet ingredients. So I'm going to set the unit as grams, and I'm going to tare it, which means 0 it. I love cute, dinky little like utensils. So I have these super cute spoons. I have a bunch more, and this one's so cute because it's heart-shaped. So we'll be using these to kind of like scoop out our ingredients as well. So that's 3 grams of baking powder, and then 4 grams, and then 3 grams of baking soda. Okay, so I'll show you the butter now because it's like ready. Turn this off. I'll take it off the heat, and usually I like to either pour it into another bowl so it doesn't cook more, which I'll probably do. And then I'll let it sit out for like 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll put that in a medium bowl actually. Oh, I shouldn't put that there. Oh, shoot. It's a little too brown, but it'll be okay. I wasn't keeping a close eye on it. So I also brought some nutmeg. Maybe I'll sprinkle some nutmeg because it also gives just a little bit of that nutty flavor. I recently was gifted an Apple Watch, and I'm still trying to get used to it. Can I look at my watch face? There we go. It's so cute. But yeah, it has like the fall detection. Let's see if it works. I'm just kidding. But I do hit my head a lot, so that'd be nice if they had like a concussion feature or something like that. So I'm gonna take a peek at this brown butter. See, it's still very runny like that. We just need it to be a little bit more curdled. It smells so good. It smells so good. I was at work the other day, and some girl asked me my age, and I'm like, how old am I? So I was like, wait, let me think about it. I'm 23. I know that's old. I feel unk now. The brown butter got a little too soft here. This looks kind of actually perfect. Look, it's not too cold where it's like stiff, but it's more just like a whipped kind of butter. 240 of brown sugar and 220 of granulated white sugar. So I'm gonna take my whisk and then just whisk the butter and sugar first. Then I'll add the vanilla extract, eggs, and then all of the other wet ingredients. 4 room temperature eggs. So it's recommended to crack eggs beforehand in a separate bowl, just so you don't get any like shells in there, whatever, but whatever. Can you crack it with one hand though? Oh shoot, there's a shell. No! Got it though. Okay, now that that's incorporated, I'm gonna add my vanilla extract. You can use vanilla paste, whatever you like, whatever you have available. Last fall, or maybe earlier this year, I made some pumpkin cream cheese bread, and it was super yummy. It was very savory, and the cream cheese, sugar, it was like in between the layers of the bread, and then also sprinkled a little bit on top, which was very good. So I think this is one whole can. Let me double, triple check. Let's add in the dry ingredients. And then I'm just gonna fold it in. I don't wanna overmix it too much. We'll go about halfway. Here, maybe I should move my camera so you guys can see. Or something. Oh, shoot. Wow, this is actually perfect. About 650, 645 in each 6-inch pan. Make sure to space them out so they all cook evenly. So this is how I kind of have it. I'm gonna wash my dishes and then move on to the frosting. I can show you guys an update on my Sunny Angel wall. Look at all of my Sunny Angels. Can you see them? Let me climb up here. Oh, this one is the new one from the food series. Of course, I got a chicken sandwich. Out of all things. If you don't know me, I love chicken sandwiches. So I got a new seahorse, I got a hippo. These ones are the same. Got an eggplant, an owl. This is a fake Sunny Angel that I got as a gift, but I still kept it. Calico critter cat. And then a new zucchini. Wait. One fell? Wait. I didn't even see you. Yeah, it's dusty up here. Here are some of my Smiskies. Is this literally like a ball of dust? What the heck? That's gross. Okay, I need to do some dusting. And then I'm just getting more into crafting, so I'm using paper, doing some paper art. I thought this was so cute because it's like my living room, and that's literally me doing crafts down there. And then that book, doesn't it look kind of like that? I thought that was so cute. And I kept these Sunny Angel boxes so I can cut these out and put them up there as well. I feel like when I record, I'm so much more productive because I have something holding me accountable. That's the whole reason why I first started making videos, because I felt I was kind of losing myself in a sense. After doing this, it's been kind of helping me get back on track, and also creating and learning new things about myself. Moving to a new apartment alone, that was very difficult because obviously it's different from not living with your parents anymore, not being in the comfort or safety of your own home with your parents. Like, they were there to always provide you food. You would come home and people would look forward to you being home, I guess, sometimes. And there would always be food or something waiting for you. Moving and living alone, you have nothing to come home to. That will obviously make you feel isolated. That was a big change for me. So I had to step out and make new friends and kind of recreate that in a different way. And also just like paying bills, like living under my parents. I didn't have to pay rent. I know some parents do after like they turn 18 or whatever. It just felt so nice. And obviously it changed the dynamic when I moved out too. Like I felt like I grew closer to my parents and my siblings, but it's been tough. Like everybody talking about how nice it is to have your own place and just have a bunch of freedom, but nobody talks about the loneliness like I was talking about. I do still visit them a lot. I just went last weekend, and that's why I have a cold now because my brother was almost sick. Although I'm like a full-grown adult, I still feel like a kid sometimes, obviously. I don't think I'll ever feel fully grown. But yeah, I'm still trying to find like that healthy balance. I keep saying I'm gonna go to therapy, but because I'm still under like my parents' insurance, I'm not sure how that'll work with being and living here. I know I can just always give them a call, but it's hard. Also, when you don't have your parents, your mom or your dad, to just be like, hey, I scheduled this doctor's appointment for you. You're gonna go on Thursday at 3 p.m., all right? Like, okay, mom, sure, thanks for doing it. Like, I have to do everything by myself now. I see some people my age having kids, like kids, not a kid, kids. I'm like, I don't know how these people, like, no hate to them, but I don't think I could do it just like mentally, because I can't even take care of myself, let alone another little human being. Kudos to them, they can do it, not me. Some people are saying like, oh, you should just get a pet, you should just get a dog or a cat. First of all, I don't really like cats. I keep having like nightmares about them. The other night I had a dream that I had a cat, and it was super, super sweet, but out of nowhere, it just switched on me and scratched me all on my hands here, all on my wrist, and it was swelling and it was throbbing and it was infected, and I had to go to the hospital and get treated. Yeah, no to a cat. Puppies, I feel like they're a lot of work. Puppies, dogs, they're a lot of work. They need a lot of attention, and I'm not going to be home to potty train them or to take them on walks 5 times a day or take them out to the bathroom. And I live on the 4th floor, so I would have to walk down 4 flights of stairs, or obviously I use the elevator. I would have to let them relieve themselves and then come back up and have to do it 4 times a day. And then I work evening shifts, so I work like 3 to 11, and I wouldn't even see them the rest of the day. So it's like, that's not right for the dog, because then the dog would be so sad wondering where I am. Browning my butter, I have the cream cheese at room temperature. If you have them at different temperatures, then they're not going to mix well, and there's going to be lumps and inconsistency. So that's the reason why you want to have them at the same temperature, and you want to have them at room temperature, because if it's too cold, it's not going to whip really good. We'll start low. Oh, it's not plugged in.
What's up, guys? So today we're gonna make a new cake.
Cut that out. Editor,
What's
cut that
good,
out.
guys?
Editor, cut that out.
What's good, guys? Back here with another video.
I'm gonna tape the edges. So I'm not gonna cut too much. I'm just going to cut the tops off. Oh my gosh! Why does it keep falling? So many people rush this process, so their cake tops are so uneven and they fall apart. But you have to be slow this process. Even like the ends here, sometimes you just need a little bit of guidance. It's not cooked! They even agreed with me. Oh my goodness. This one was the lightest one, so I'm guessing this one is the only one that's not cooked. Yeah, this one is perfect. I don't have circle cookie cutters, so what I'm gonna do to maybe make the small cake is just use the shot glass.
Are you throwing these away?
No! A little bit of cream in the middle so that it has something to stick to if you've never made a cake before. Put it in this little piping bag just so I have more control instead of using the spatula and scooping it all up. You have better control if you have bags. And if you don't have piping bags like this, just use a regular Ziploc bag. That will work just fine. And I don't like to overfill this because then it will come out through the top. So before I do anything, I'm just gonna cut the bottom. Since I'm only filling, it won't be that much. And then I'm gonna use this flattener spatula tool thingy that I'm gonna squeeze out until it reaches the bottom. So I squeegeed it out to almost the bottom, and then I'm kind of just gonna flip it around like this. And again, or you could just twist it. I do that just so I can have a little bit more control. And see, there you go. So here, what I'm gonna do is do a mortar, fill. So I'm not applying much from the top, I'm holding that area and possibly left, and then I'm using the bottom half to flip that to get like where I want to go. And then, when it's actually here, just gonna spread it out. What do you like to do is just I think that's a big generous here. Because I think I can move it higher so I can have a little lip, and this is where I'm going to apply the single mold. It's not kind of name, so I'm gonna do it because I haven't made this yet. I'm gonna do too much. So this is just whipped buttercream. I made some regular buttercream and just put some heavy cream on top. So this, I just want to make sure every area is covered. Really?
I think you need more. I think you might need more cream to make it more smoother.
I know, because it's getting cold so fast because this cake was in the freezer. Nope.
Wow.
Nope. Is it okay?
Oh,
This is my cake so far. I'm too scared to add anything else. I did it! Oh, that looked a little rough. Not an ear bubble. And that'll cover everything. Oh my gosh! It's so good. Oh! Ready?
ooh. Whoa.
This is the brown butter salted caramel pumpkin pie spice cake. with the brown butter frosting, brown butter cream cheese frosting, and then that was a salted caramel glaze. Mmm, yummy. Okay, so I did add some Smiskies because some people were saying that the green matches the Smisky. So the siding here, it's kind of odd because when I took this cake out of the freezer after the crumb coat, I decorated it right away. And I quickly noticed that some parts were drying up faster than the others. So that's why there's like this weird, like, uneven line. But like, just look at it from afar away or look at it from this slice. And I was going to do some browns, but it's so hard for darker colors because you have to do some weird, you have to use like an immersion blender or like temper it, microwave it, but it didn't work for this kind of frosting here since it's like a whipped and it's not totally like, what is it, buttercream frosting. Okay, the cake was super good and super moist. Oh my goodness, I keep looking at this mountain on my head. The cake was super good, super moist. The only thing is I didn't add a lot of cream cheese frosting because it's so sweet. Take a shower and get ready for bed now, so